Jovi, and welcome back to my channel. So look, we're gonna talk about this. I tried to follow her on Facebook to see what was saying, but she'd have made her Facebook private, child. So this girl, this woman, black woman, she's a black woman. It doesn't really matter, okay? She is facing backlash, okay, over publicly announcing she's terminating the rights to her 9-year-old son. Like, where the daddy at? Okay, listen, give it to the daddy. Okay, she at that point. Remember, listen, before I even read this, like, aren't the manosphere out here screaming at the top of their lungs how their mothers destroyed them? She said, okay, she recognized that her son is just not sonning, so she don't want to no more. And I know y'all, half of y'all gonna be like, Joe, what the hell? The other half is gonna be like, listen. But the reality is if your kids won't listen, it's like, listen, we made videos about kids harming their moms. We made videos saying, well, why didn't she saw he was a menace. Remember, we made a video a couple months ago talking about the lady whose son murked her over a virtual reality game. Do y'all remember that? I sure did. There's a lot of guys out here hurting their moms physically. Why? Because they think they can, okay? Their daddy ain't there to beat her up, so now they want to be there to beat her up. Whatever. I'm going to read this, okay? After parenting for almost 9 years by myself, I am done. Listen, you know what it takes for a mom to say no mas? Listen, I'm not mad at her. I appreciate the fact that she knows she can't do it. That the son go live by his daddy or somewhere else, because if she can't do it and he acting like he acting allegedly, he gonna end up in the pokey anyway. Okay, you cannot love disrespect out of somebody if this is how they just determine that they're gonna behave. Listen, the little boy has an opportunity. She probably gave him a lot of opportunities to get it together. He don't want to. Listen, I've been watching videos all night from this little boy on TikTok. He be talking about the animal kingdom. Listen, we animals too. You get rid of the weak, you get rid of the issues, you get rid of the problems. Okay, listen. Anyway, after parenting for almost 9 years by myself, I am done. Check, officially signing over my rights. I'm to the point where no one is going to stress me out about not even my own son. I feel her on. As a parent, my kid comprehends. But as a parent, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. And if you don't get it, girl, I know what to tell you. My son thinks discipline is having a hard life, so I want him to go and have a better life. I hope he understands what a hard life is eventually. Listen, this is real. Let's not act like a woman did not lose her life washing. Matter of fact, I remember the story. She was downstairs washing her son's clothes. No, it was two of them. Oh my gosh. One was washing the son's clothes. For school. He got mad because she woke him up a half an hour early, and he came downstairs and popped his mom in the face with a bullet. When I said popped, I mean with a bullet. Okay. And the other one did it because his mother didn't buy him a virtual reality game. Do we remember this? This was this year. Oh, listen, stop. These boys can be very freaking dangerous. Okay. So she said, my son thinks discipline is having a hard life, so I want him to go have a better life. I hope he understands what a hard life eventually is. Facts. I don't have the energy for more cases because he doesn't understand. I love my son, but having children is not the life. I now understand why my baby daddy isn't full time. That's crazy. You know, it's crazy. We made fun of it. I've seen people making fun of it. It's like, you know, everybody wants to be a dad. Being a dad is so easy. You get to pop up when you feel like it. You can disappear for 3, 4, 5 months at a time. It's cool. It's a dad. You don't have to do nothing. You sit on, even if you're in a house, you sit up on the couch majority of the time and don't do shit. You don't even got to buy gifts. Just hand over money. Listen, it's really easy to be a daddy. She said, did we peep that she said, I don't have the energy for more cases? So what happened? Her son acting a mess, probably called the people thinking or some crazy stuff. Mom, you know my mama used to say, you want to call BCW? That's what they used to call it here in New York. Now it's ACS. Back when I was young, it was BCW, Bureau of Child Welfare. Go, I pack your bags for you. This is some real shit. Listen, you don't want to be here? You can be somewhere else. That's real life. You don't get to, these kids don't comprehend. You don't just get to do what you want to do. You don't. I don't care what TikTok told you. I don't care what social media showed you. You don't get to do what you want to do. I am your mother, and that's just what it is. And if you can't comprehend that, you know where you can go? Out my house. Listen. She says she doesn't have the energy for more cases because he doesn't understand. I love my son. Yeah, because he don't understand. The dad probably making it worse. When he do come around, make it just hard times worse. She's okay. So she said, but my baby daddy isn't full time with none of his kids, and to even think my baby daddy asked me to have another child for him and to be a family is out of line, way out of line. He need to take his son. He need to take his son. At this point, listen, remember when they said boys need their daddies? Man, come get your son. Sir, come get your son before the people come and get him. All right, let me read a couple of comments real fast. Someone said, better her do this than harm the child. She recognized that she's not equipped to parent. Hopefully the child has someone who loves him to care for him. And then other people talking about, oh, but the foster system is so much worse. Then he needs to understand that. Real, like the realities and the consequence. Guess what black men need to understand? Consequences. Guess what they said we don't do? Hold still to anything. We don't make them deal with consequences. If her son wants to act like he ain't got no sense, he need to go to the people. If going to the people, whether the people is his daddy or foster care, and you know what's so wild? Everybody in the comments talking about foster care. Why? Because they know that bum ass daddy ain't gonna take his son. We all know they talk a lot. Tyrese out here trying to get out of any old responsibility. We know these ain't gonna take his son. So that's why everybody up in upheaval because, because he's gonna end up in foster care because automatically the dad ain't gonna do it. So you want to put, again, all the pressure, all the stress on the mom, and the daddy has no accountability, but then the nigga going to grow up and turn around and say, oh, I wish you would have gave me to my daddy. Now she can say, I tried to, and he ain't want you, and that's why you went to the peoples. Someone else said, my heart hurts for her. Kids do not realize the pressure they put on their parents. It's getting hard out here to raise them because the influence that surrounds them. Exactly. They watch too much motherfucking TikTok. I tell my child all the time, you ain't some white girl on TikTok. You need to turn it down. Because I'm not the white ladies on TikTok either. What she said it's getting hard to raise them with the influence that surround them. When you care, you show it by chastising them. Yeah, listen, she could let him just be trash. This is the people that say, oh, the streets raised my son. She could let him just be trash like a lot of people. And he gonna be trash and end up destroying not only his life, which he apparently want to do, but hers as well. Because she's already telling you she got cases. Whether it's because he's not going to school, whether it's because he's doing stuff in school he ain't got no business doing. Whatever the situation is, like for real, like no. Cynthia G said, get them boys are problematic, okay? And they need them, and they need their daddies. They need to go with their daddies. Go ahead. She said, when you care, you show it by chastising them, even taking things away, even punishments. They don't see it as that way because their peers are more free than them because their parents don't care. This is what we need to understand. Like, we trade our sanity daily when parenting. Nobody talks about that. They be quick to say, be patient or don't give up on the child. But the child is given reason for you to not be patient and get frustrated. There's so much pressure when being a parent, especially when you are by yourself. That's why I keep telling y'all, don't do it unless you are secure in it. Don't do it. You don't need to. For what? Because it sounded good because your mommy told you she want a grandchild. Guess who not going to help you take care of that grandchild? The mommy. Grandma. It's on you. Because the nigga said he want a baby with you. Shit, Tyrese was out here married and shit, and he don't want to pay even the little itty bitty percentage of crap, $10,000 a month, when he got Starbucks and Benihana's in his house. When he been on Fast and Furious 85 for the last 36 years. Don't play with me. Don't play with it. There's so much pressure when being a parent, especially a single parent. I will not judge this woman for anything she says because we do not know the exact situation, but I pray she finds peace and do what's best for her and her son. My heart goes out to her from one single mother to another, also experiencing tough times in parenting. It's a battle for real. This too shall pass, sis. Listen, and there's also people, I'm trying to find people who are very upset at her. Someone else said, I can appreciate more and more women finally being honest about motherhood because it's not easy at all, and so many women make it seem that way. She'll be judged, but fathers do it every day. Thank you. They don't announce it. It's low-key expected, and it's okay when they do it. That's what I'm saying, because ain't nobody she whole mentions a whole line about a sentence and a half about the baby daddy and about how he is baby daddy and all over the place, and he ain't a full-time father to nobody. And what did he want to do after she's struggling with one kid already that he is not there for to help raise or nothing? What did he want to do? He wanted to burden her with another freaking bastard. And I'm done. And I said what I said. Go